Okay, everyone, what is popping up, y'all? It's your boy J. SoCal sports fan. I got some bad news tonight. Former Cowboy Charger quarterback Ryan Leaf is arrested due to a domestic battery charges in California from the Riverside County Sheriff because you know what Ryan Leaf did wrong because he had a car battery charges because he had a domestic battery. Like, the cops got him and they took him to jail. And that includes Ryan Leaf's problem to an arrest of domestic battery charge, but I don't want this man. I hate Ryan Leaf because he had 14 touchdowns and 36 interceptions because he know what he was doing wrong because Ryan Leaf took 14 touchdowns and 36 interceptions. Like, why would Ryan Leaf get arrested again? That's 3 times for Ryan Leaf to have an arrest with the Riverside County Sheriff Department because they know what Ryan Leaf did wrong because, Ryan Leaf's car had a domestic battery charges. Like, his battery wasn't working on his car, and he had a problem with the county sheriff in Anaheim, but L.A. or San Diego or Irvine. So, I'm going to check some Boston Globe news, but I got good news and the bad news from Boston Globe in Ryan Leaf's arrest. So, Ryan Leaf was a former quarterback. He was 44 years old, but now, what was he doing wrong? Like, he had a 110 miles southeast Los Angeles. But according to booking information provided by the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, Leaf is being held on $500,000 bail at the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility, who was drafted by the San Diego Chargers as the number 2 pick in 1998, but went 4-14 as a starter. As a starter in 3 seasons, was an arrest in 2012 for breaking into a home in Montana to steal prescription. And, Ryan Leaf was a former broadcast. Oh, sorry, but I was just going to read the whole graphic from the Boston Globe, but Ryan Leaf was arrested 3 times in a row. Like, he went to Montana, U.S., Canada, and then Anaheim, Riverside. But he has some, like, Ryan Leaf was some into in his ages. Like, why was he doing? Because Ryan Leaf did wrong. Because, Ryan Leaf was a 44-year-old guy that also know what he did wrong because Ryan Leaf was objected to. Let me check Ryan Leaf's ages. Whoops. Well, I might say Ryan Leaf is a 44-year-old guy that got an arrest, but now he's 44, but he's arrested due to a domestic. Like, oh, well, what is Ryan Leaf doing? He's doing something bad because the police came. Oh my gosh. Including to the Los Angeles Chargers general manager and the owners of Dean Spanos and Tom Telesco, but also Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, general manager and the owner in the NFL, because I know why Ryan Leaf did wrong, because former Chargers quarterback, but also a former Cowboy quarterback, Ryan Leaf, arrested. Like, one day, because Ryan Leaf was doing something bad in Anaheim, because Boston Globe told me that Ryan Leaf arrested because due to a domestic charges of battery. Like, why would Ryan Leaf do that if he had arrested 3 times? And that is not okay for Ryan Leaf, but this is inexcusable to Ryan Leaf, but this is not okay. Ryan's arrest, too. Like, you know what he did wrong, too, because he was moving in the car, then Darren McFadden was arrested, too, in Texas, but it was Ryan Leaf's turn to get arrested, but Ryan Leaf was also arrested because he was part of a NFL team, because he was on an off-season or practice squad with Tampa Bay and Seattle. But I must say about Ryan Leaf, but Ryan Leaf was drafted in 1998 by the Chargers, but except Peyton Manning's draft with the Colts and NFL, like, that's Ryan Leaf's problem because it's his fault for charges of battery, domestic battery, on his car in Riverside, Anaheim, because the police came to talk with him about the battery charge in his car. because it's not okay. Ryan Leaf will not do it again because it's not okay for Ryan Leaf. Hold on. And that is why Ryan Leaf did something bad, because you know why? Ryan Leaf was engagement to an investigation of domestic battery charges and arrest in California. Like, it was a bad news for Ryan Leaf because you know what he did wrong, because Ryan Leaf was doing something bad because he had a domestic charge battery, but he's charged for domestic battery in his car in Anaheim. But there you go. Ryan Leaf is arrested and sent to bail in jail. But that'll be it for me, guys. This is your boy Jay Pointing, SoCal sports fan, and have a good night, everyone, and have a great night. So long, y'all, and have a great Saturday night. Bye-bye.